1, 2. Where did my pen go? Yo, and welcome to tonight's stream. Yo. Hello, Titty Committee. Hello. Oh, man. It's good to be back. I have just returned from a week-long trip to Cherokee, North Carolina. A whole week away from the computer, away from any internet, like, well, we had like, I had my data, but, you know, the internet was really spotty, and didn't want to use up all my data. But anyways, it's good to be back. We're gonna do another Pokemon family tonight. I just figure it was, we did Lucario last time, and Lucario and Lotad and Seedot families are kind of counterparts to each other. So, might as well get to it. We technically had a break anyway, since I wasn't around last week. So, yeah, like always, I'm gonna start by reading the description on Bulbapedia. Hello, kiddo! Welcome to the stream. Thanks for dropping by. I've stopped posting my streams. I've stopped announcing them in the promos for the comic Discord because I realized they're not actually Nuzlocke related. But I thought this one was like maybe a little bit Nuzlocke related since it's the Nuz family. Seedot is a bit of a pickpocket, it seems. Is that a foot and 8 inches? That's a big acorn. A small monster, but a big acorn. The body style. Okay. Glad to have you back. Thank you, Titty. Kadu says, I just woke up from a nap, saw your stream, and now I'm maybe awake. Yay! Oh, who's this? Just fall. Thank you. Welcome to the Zero streams. Thank you for the follow. Let's see. Seedot. I like to read the biology description on Bulbapedia because it kind of compiles all of the information gathered in the Pokedexes into a nice structured paragraph. But let's go. Seedot is a small brown Pokemon that resembles an acorn. A beige mask-like pattern covers its large black eyes, and it has 2 beige feet. It has a gray cap, with quotes, with a short stem on top of its head. The stem is used to hang from tree branches in its forest home. While hanging, this Pokemon absorbs moisture and nutrients from the tree until it becomes too heavy and falls to the ground. The more it drinks, the glossier its body becomes. Additionally, Seedot polishes itself with leaves once daily. If it remains still, it can be mistaken for a nut and startles others by moving suddenly. Hello, Chico Suerte! Welcome to the stream. Thanks for dropping by. So I just want to note that Seedot is a foot tall, a foot and 8 inches tall. So, like, a foot and a half maybe. I don't know what kind of nuts they have in the Pokemon universe that Seedot could be mistaken for a nut if it just doesn't move. I feel like it would still be pretty obvious that it's not a real acorn. But I don't know, maybe Pokemon universe has giant acorns. Let's read some of the Dex entries. Seedot attaches itself to a tree branch. Using the top of its head, it sucks moisture from the tree while hanging off the branch. The more water it drinks, the glossier this Pokemon's body becomes. Seedot looks exactly like an acorn when it is dangling from a tree branch. It startles other Pokemon by suddenly moving. This Pokemon polishes its body once a day using leaves. hangs off branches and absorbs nutrients. When it finishes eating, its body becomes so heavy that it drops to the ground with a thump. I like that description. Chico says, wait a hot second. That means Kurt was murdering Seedots to make balls. Oh no! No, I think apricorns and acorns are slightly different from each other. Though if they're easily mistaken, maybe he grabbed a Seedot by accident more than one time. It hangs off branches and absorbs nutrients. It remains still. Dangles from tree branches. It enjoys scaring other Pokemon. Alright. Strong winds can sometimes make it fall. X says that not only does it get too heavy and fall, but sometimes the strong wind will blow it. That's cool. Alright. Not much happening with Seedot. Seedot always seemed like kind of a, one of the personality-less Pokemon. Like, it's just an object almost without any personality. But the Dex entries seem to say it's quite the mischievous one. Likes to scare other Pokemon and it's quite funny. Let's move on to Nuzleaf. Ah, Nuzleaf, the wily Pokemon. This is where it all began. Nuzleaf, I believe, is one of the only Pokemon with visible nipples. It is 3 feet 3 inches tall. It's just a baby! I imagine this family like Robin Hood. They are quite bandit-like. I think they are a bit less valiant than Robin Hood. Hello, Bronzeleaf! Welcome to the stream! Nuzleaf, aka Dollar Store Ghost of the Opera. Oh, man. Biology. Nuzleaf is a bipedal Pokemon with a single green leaf atop its head. The leaf is smaller on the female. This Pokemon is usually brown with a beige mask marking on its face. Its bulky thighs are also beige and have thin striations, and there are what appears to be 2 nipples on its chest. Hello, Miss Jim Cloud. Hello. Thank you for joining my stream. Kadu says, Mischief Tree Spirits. Hello, Ardo Mew. Welcome to the stream. I liked the Nuzleaf from the Diamond Pearl episode, Leave It to Brocco. I don't think I watched any Gen 3 or Gen 4 anime episodes, but I did see the movies from those generations. Shout out for plant nipples. Yes. I like how they say there are what appears to be 2 nipples on its chest. We're not sure. We haven't confirmed it. It has thin arms with mitten-like hands. If its long pointed nose is grabbed, Nuzleaf will lose its power. It's so funny. Using the leaf on its head as a flute, it makes music with leaves that creates a sense of unease in people. However, it can also play comforting melodies. Nuzleaf lives in forests and is skilled at climbing, but it will come out of the forest to frighten people. It has an odd power that manifests as the move Extrasensory, its former signature move. Extrasensory was its signature move? Isn't that the move that Zekrom and Reshiram both have? So Nuzleaf is the one that plays music, and the Ludicolo family, or at least Ludicolo, likes to dance to music. Trees with nipples. That really is something a Japanese would come up with, and only in Gen 3. Yup. Nuzleaf live in densely overgrown forests. They occasionally venture out of the forest to scare people. This Pokemon dislikes having its long nose pinched. Okay. This Pokemon pulls out the leaf on its head? What? It's detachable? I never knew that. It makes a flute with it. The sound of Nuzleaf's flute strikes fear and uncertainty in the hearts of people lost in the forest. A forest-dwelling Pokemon that is skilled at climbing trees. Its long and pointed nose is its weak point. It loses power if the nose is gripped. They live in holes bored in large trees. The sound of Nuzleaf's grass flute fills listeners with dread. The sound of its grass flute makes its listeners uneasy. It lives deep in forests. With the leaf on its head, it makes a flute, whose song makes listeners uneasy. Let's see. I like how it keeps mentioning how it doesn't like its nose pinched. Alright. It's got these cute little feet, too. Long nose. I did not know its leaf was detachable, though. That's a little weird. It comes off. Cadu's like, it comes off? It comes off. Seedot are the drums. Can't imagine how a flute would scare people. That's one of the softest instruments. Oh no, Chico. Flutes are like really shrill if you don't play them right. Makes me think of the Lost Woods music. It's also kind of like piccolo. Piccolo are pretty cute instruments. They're very high pitched. Pan flutes can have an eerie sound. That's true. Yeah, it depends on what kind of flute. Shiftry is a really cool looking Pokemon on like a first glance, but when I like look closer at it, it kind of it's not my aesthetic. It's 4 feet 3 inches tall, which isn't very tall at all. And it's called the Wicked Pokemon. So I know dark types are technically supposed to be evil types in Japan, but Shiftry always stood out to me as being specifically labeled wicked. Like, no, we're not beating around the bush about it. It is evil. Shiftry is a bipedal, portly Pokemon that appears to be made of wood. A shaggy white mane covers most of its face and trails down its back. Long pointed ears poke out of the top of its mane. The ears are maybe the cutest part of Shiftry's design. And it has a long pointed nose and a large mouth with teeth that are usually bared. Its eyes are yellow with black sclera. This Pokemon's feet resemble Japanese Tengu Geta. 3 broad leaves with brown spokes form each of its hands and are used to create powerful winds, close to 10 feet, 30 meters per second in speed. A female will have smaller leaves than the male. Shiftry is a wicked and mysterious Pokemon that lives atop ancient trees and deep forests. It arrives with chilly, wintry winds and is feared by people as the guardian of the forest. Oh, it can't be all bad then if it's the guardian of the forest. It is able to read an opponent's mind and then take preemptive action. That's kind of scary. In the anime, it was shown to lead large groups of Seedot and Nuzleaf. Maybe they're not really wicked, but like humans see them as wicked. Wicked. Perish Song should be the signature move of Nuzleaf then. Yeah, that makes sense. Give Shiftry a Mega. And give Ludicolo a Mega too. Shiftry has bunny ears and I'm not over it. They're wicked cool. Shiftry is pretty cool. Ardomu says, I wonder if we'll ever get another Tengu-inspired Pokemon. I like that Shiftry is based off the Tengu, and then Ludicolo is based off the Kappa. It's like these two really well-known big Japanese myths. It's really cool. Chico says Nuzleaf plays Titanic badly. Tourist. Oh no. I don't trust those bunny ears. Nuzlocke forums. Hi. Hello. I'll be lurking to see your hella art. Thank you. Hi, Bug. I assume it's Bug behind the Nuzlocke forum account. Good to have you by. Let's see if there's anything to be seen in the Dex entries. Shiftry is a mysterious Pokemon that is said to live atop towering trees dating back over 1,000 years. It creates terrific windstorms with the fans it holds? With the... Wait, what? No, those are its hands, right? Wait a minute. Wait a Shiftry minute. Does it hold fans? Or are those... I thought those were its hands. Hold on. Whipped out of this... It is said to arrive on chilly winter, lives deep in forests, feared as the guardian, it can read foes' minds and take preemptive action. By flapping its leafy fan, it can whip up gusts of 100 feet per second that can level houses. It lives quietly in the deep forest. It is said to create chilly winter winds with the fans it holds. This Pokemon chooses to live quietly deep in forests. It doesn't seem evil at all. Let me look at the... Yeah, I can't really tell from the sprites either, but it just looks like it's their hands. Oh no, salad fingers. Oh no. Oh no. Sweet Jet and Nella art. Yay! Let's see. To me, Dabs. Bug Dabs. His way in. I'm also lurking on Zenforo. It's so cool that we can watch. Okay, so I'm gonna get started on this art. I'm gonna close this. Bring up my Clip Studios. Man, I was just starting to get used to Clip, and then I went away for a week. And now I'm trying to remember how to art. I'm gonna use this color. And like always, when I do these Pokemon families, I like to just draw the Pokemon as I see them in the official art, just to get used to the design. Not really for like to make it look good or anything, just to kind of... You know how Smoochum sees with her lips? Well, I see with my pen. I have to draw something before I can truly understand it. But yeah, anyway. So the, we're finally free, guys. So, for anyone who's part of the Nuzlocke community, you'll know that the Nuzlocke forums have been having some trouble, with the what's it called? The Tapatalk that bought out our old forum server. So we've all moved, we've jumped ship. We're starting anew in a new platform, and it's finally out there. I'm gonna see if I have a link. Here it is. My thread isn't complete yet, but I've started to create a new thread for Jet's Black Nuzlocke, and it's so cool, you guys. You can watch streams directly on the boards. It's like I've never seen that before. Then again, I've never been on a lot of I don't frequent a lot of forums, but I just think this is such a cool feature. I don't know how how like chatting works. Um, Jim and Bug here are watching in from the forums, and apparently they can talk from there. So I'm not really sure the how it works on that front, but it's really cool because you can like view multiple streams at once. You can you know, get notified for them. It's so neat. I can't wait to dive into the different features that the new forums have. I jumped on slightly before it was announced, and made created my thread, the Jets Black Nuzlocke thread, like right before I left on my trip. So I left on my trip. I threw it out there into the world. I left on my trip, and then just today I went on and actually looked at it again. And you guys, everyone left such nice comments, even though I didn't like really post anything on it yet. It was such a nice welcome. So yeah, I can't wait to really dig into the gallery options and like upload some. Like you can actually upload the your updates and stuff instead of having to link to some other program or some other image hosting place. It's so good. I'm so proud of everyone who like worked on it, especially Bug and Jimbo and my friend Tails helped out with the streaming stuff. I didn't do much at all with the whole thing, you know. I've always been kind of like a lurker in the background, but seeing the whole community come together for this, it's been so cool. Smooch 'em what? Smooch 'em goes around, it looks like it's smooching things, like mwah, mwah, kissing things, but it's actually like its lips are the most sensitive part, so it goes around feeling things. Kind of like how babies like to feel things with their fingers and, you know, like really pick things up and get to know it. Yeah, they go around feeling things. Shiftry is one of my favorite cards in TCG, says Chico. This is so handy. Maybe the stick parts are the fingers and the leaf fans are just held by tiny salad fingers. I actually like salad fingers. I watch it every Halloween season. It's creepy in a fun way. I like the audio, the sound mixing and I don't know what to call it. What's the word for like folio, I think it's called. I like the sounds. Dude, Shiftry's legs look kind of like the inverted Orthodox Christian cross. Oh my goodness. They're just sandals. Not the feet, the whole leg. So the threads weren't transferred. Nope, we're starting anew. Streams on a forum. What? Talking from the embedded chat here. Wow. It's so neat. I need to check it out sometime when someone else streams. Maybe Kadu, you should add yours to the thing. Yeah, you can click on someone's stream name and you'll get their embedded chats and stream. Hey, oh man, oh my goodness. Let's see. So like human babies chew on stuff. New thing, stick in mouth. Hello, Zillow. It's Tails. It's Tails. And the mouse! What up, mouse? Kadu! Everyone's here! Okay, I need to start drawing. Y'all are here and I ain't even doing nothing and everyone's gonna leave disappointed because I don't finish the drawing. Okay. Can't draw hands? No problem. Nuzleaf does not have hands. Gotta give him his nipples. Shiftry's fingers ended up on his feet. I mean, Nuzleaf. Nuzleaf's fingers are on its feet. It's got these, like, pronounced toes and no fingers at all. There's not much to the design, honestly. Let's see. Shiftry is something. We got bunny ears up here. We got what is going on here? Nightmare eyes. I do not like its mouth. And then this weird, like, chin body it has. When I look at Shiftry just, like, you know, on a, like, casually, I guess, glancing at it, it seems so cool. Because all I see is that white, this white mane that looks kind of like a wolf, maybe, kind of like a, some kind of bird, I don't know. But then you look closer and it's like, oh no, what is going on with this thing? It has no hands, it has these salad fingers, it has this chin body. Oh my goodness. It has these weird clog feet. I don't like its feet. I know what it's, like, based off of. It makes me think of that old guy in Princess Mononoke. So, like, I know what it's based off of, but it's still weird that it's his feet. Like, thank goodness he's made of wood. Otherwise, I would just be thinking those are, like, fleshy parts. Of course, we don't know if he's made of wood. The Dex entry says he appears to be made of wood. Well, not even the Dex entry, just the Bulbapedia entry. Alright. It's not too much, though. I think as long as I get the whole shape down and then just stick things to it, it's like a Mr. Potato Head. Alright, let's see. What can I do with these three? First of all, I just wanna after reading the Dex entries, I kind of want to pinch his nose. Because apparently, Nuzleaf hates it when you pinch his nose. Who wants to pinch his nose? Got your nose. Yeah. It doesn't like. No like. Oh, I almost forgot his nipples. Oven mitts are valid fingers. Let's see. Here, how's everyone's night? Second, I'm cleared by the doctor, though. You bet I'm gonna stream some draws. Yeah, man! It must be hard going so long. Are you, K-Do, are you still practicing your left-handedness? Bug says, I'm gonna focus back on this post, but your sound is on. Cool. Nice. Zero, our time with you is a privilege. Aww. Finish piece or not. I'm glad. I hope so. Hello. Oh, nice forum. Yeah, that's Bug. Mousy. Hellos. Yeah, nipple boy. Nuzleaf betrays you? No, don't tell me that. I haven't gotten to there yet. No, he's such a good daddy. Oh my goodness. Wasn't he controlled like a puppet? Have you played the PMD games? Zero. SwiftG's design is similar to Exploud's. But Exploud is like supposed to be ugly. I always get tricked and think that SwiftG looks cool. And then I realize he's ugly. I present to you SwiftG trying to back up and tripping over its own hair. Let's see. Oh, nose. Your nose is mine. Wah! Your nose is mine now. Wah! The nipples are very important. Don't forget those. I can't recognize Nephilim without them. Right now I'm practicing my procrastinating. Making dinner. Wait, I thought you said you just woke up and you're making dinner? Well, yeah, then I have a pencil in hand. I doodle around. Lines are getting better. Kadu is so powerful. When she can't draw with her right hand, she draws with her left. Release that good boy Snoot at once. Cool and ugly can coexist. Yes, some of my favorite Pokemon are cool, ugly. Okay. But back to Chico's question. While I try to think of a design thing, maybe I kind of want to see Shiftry sort of just chilling. He always looks so angry. I wonder if I can get him to chill. Of course, I'm trying to get him to cross his legs, but his terrible anatomy is preventing me. But yes, have I played any PMD games? Well, yes and no. I own several of them. I have the first one, I think, the Red Rescue Ranger. I have the one where you like take pictures of things and portals open. And I think it's like Super Mystery Dungeon. I have the one that's like supposed to be just the amalgamation of all of them. I don't know. Something like that. Like, I don't know, Super Mystery Dungeon or something. I have the one where you're... Okay, maybe this will make more sense. I have the one where you like have to... There's like a Quagsire and he's like, you want to help me build this town? And then I have the one where a Nuzleaf comes by and he's like, I'm your daddy now, and like takes care of you. But I haven't technically beaten any. In fact, not even technically. I just straight up haven't beaten any PMD games. What happens is I always get to the point where you settle into your new life as a Pokemon and you start taking dungeon quests and rescue missions, and I'm just like, oh, so this is the game now. This is the whole game. Okay, so I play a few of those and then I drop it. I never actually got to any story. But I hear that the story is basically the biggest part of any mystery dungeon game. I do have the manga. What's his name? Genji? Who turns into like a Torchic? And has what was it a Mudkip as his like partner. So I kind of have got the original story from that. But yeah. I want him to open his mouth a little wider for this yawn. I'm thinking like one of the things that really kind of oh no me from Shiftry's design is just the big old mouth and chin body it has. So I want to accentuate that. I feel like me bringing its legs up like this in a crossed position kind of detracts from the downwardness that the downward potential that its mouth can have. So I don't know if it has a tongue, but I'm giving it a tongue. Something like that, maybe. Maybe one hand can be behind his back. Maybe one is like kind of, you know, when you yawn and for some reason you hold your hand up. Though maybe that's just to be polite, and Shiftry wouldn't be polite, so I don't know. Okay, well that's an idea, I suppose. That's a yawning Shiftry. And what would the other two even be doing? I don't know. Let's see now. Maybe Shiftry can be like, you know, like an old man. Old man Shiftry. Old man Shiftry. And then we can have Nuzleaf like pounding his back. You know how like in the Doraemon comics or anime, the kid, I forget his name, but he would come home and have to pound his dad's back. maybe this. No. It's hard to fit everything in. Maybe his other hand can be up here, so it's like, you know, he's ready to pound. And he's rather short, so I'll have him stand on his toesies. I don't know where Seedot would be. There always seems to be one member of the family that just sort of... I just throw in. Not feeling it. Concept. Seedot in a baby harness strapped to Nuzleaf's torso. Hey! Baby harness. What about Shiftry? Shiftry's just like creeper in the woods. I don't like the implication of that. Titty committee. Why is the mouse doing that? Chin body, I'm weak. Oh man. Eevee evolution gone wrong. Shiftry is just the dark evolution. Stream a PMD game. Oh man. Which one would you want to see? Gates to Infinity is the Quagsire one. Oh, okay. Nuzleaf Dad Super Mystery Dungeon. Quagsire Town. Gates to Infinity. Alright, cool. I never played Explorers of the Sky, I don't think. Recently got a laptop, though it's kinda old. Now I can finally draw on a bigger screen. I'm not used to metabang or layers yet, though. Layers are good, yeah. It's not something you should rely heavily on if you want to do, like art, but with comics, it's like a lifesaver. Anyway. Seedot and Nuzleaf standing on his extended tongue. No, Kadoo, no, that's not good. Shifty is their dad who abandons them. Aw, that's so sad. I forget what. I guess this mask thing doesn't actually extend from the face. I always thought it like was an actual mask, but I suppose it's just a pattern. It's just a What does a baby harness even look like? Maybe it's like a wicker basket sort of situation. Hmm. I don't know. It's kind of cute. Let's see. What have we got here? Vote PMD2. Sky is like the best one. Explorers of the Sky? I don't think I've tried that one. I guess I'll go for it. Shiftry is bad babysitter ignoring them to watch TV. Such shiny eyes, so full of hope. I want to have him like kind of holding the straps like a backpack, but its its arms are so small and its hands are so big. I can't get the angle in. So last month I actually took a break from my comic because I've just been like so not like exhausted, but exhausted of ideas, I suppose. Just couldn't figure out what I want to do going forward, and I figured instead of just constantly like, you know, losing my head and getting more and more worried as I get closer to these more important parts of my comic, I just take a break and just focus a whole month on getting the story sorted. Did I get the story sorted? Not really. It turned out I had a lot less time than I thought. So if you don't know, this past week I was actually away on a missions trip with my church. We went to Cherokee, North Carolina, to help out some of the people there. Part of our team were painting a newly built deck that previous teams that were there had built. I didn't do that stuff because since I'm an artist, they threw me into crafts for the kids, even though I hate kids. So that was the thing. So all week I was basically helping out with the kid camp with the crafts, and then we did crafts with the elderly too at some like retirement home. I'm just gonna maybe like this. But yeah, it was pretty fun. We stayed in these tiny little cabins. There was this rooster that would not stop crowing, like all day, every 3 minutes maybe. And it didn't crow, it screamed. Like I think there were 2 roosters, okay? One of them did a bit of a cock-a-doodle-doo kind of thing. The other one just straight up went like, it was like dying or something. It sounded hoarse and just tired of it. It was like, ah! Every 3 minutes. We could not sleep. It was like up before anyone else at like 5 a.m. and just went all day long. It was a time. The mornings were super cold. North Carolina, Cherokee is a lot of mountains. And so we got really cold mornings and then like really blazing hot afternoons. But it was a good time. I learned a little bit of Cherokee. I learned how to say hello, which is shio. I think online on their website they say it's oshio, But when we asked the native speakers, they all just said "sho." I don't know if I just didn't hear the first part. And then to say thank you, you say ski, or just ski. Like if you want to go skiing, ski. And I learned how to say watiti, which means grasshopper. And when I told my friend that, he said, "Oh yes, of course. Those are the three life-saving words: to greet, to thank, and to ask for sustenance." Sure. Watiti. Ski. Well, one of my favorite things that I learned about the Cherokee culture was how, I don't know if they do it nowadays, but traditionally the names were given to their children after they've accomplished something, and names could like change throughout one's lifetime. So when you're a baby, your name is baby, or like whatever the word for baby is. And when you're a youngster, if you're like a boy, then your name is boy. And it's not until you like do something that makes you stand out that you get your name. So like one warrior name was Dragon Boat, and Dragon Canoe. That was his name. And he got his name because when he was a young child, his father had to go to war or something, and he said he wanted to go with him. So they said, if you can, they're like, I think they're like, no, you can't because you're a baby, I guess. But then when they were out in their boats, they looked to the shore and they saw the small child, like a toddler, with the canoe over his head, and he was just dragging it down to the water. He's like, I gotta come with you. So they called him Dragon Canoe. And I really like that. Some of the children had some pretty interesting names. We had a child named Thunder, and another one named Redstone. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's still a thing. Well, this is very cute, but I don't know where to put the shift tree. Maybe he's just like a little keychain. I mean, you lost not just the week for story prep, but you had to plan for the week too. And now you have to catch up. It's a lot of time. Yeah, I didn't realize how long it would take, but prepping took a lot of time and the whole week. So I'm glad I took the hiatus. I took the hiatus because I thought I wanted to get 2 sketches worth of Nuzlocke pages done, but it turned out I just needed it to have a sketch to go for July, which is, it's nice. It's nice to start the month knowing that I have a sketch ready. Rawr! Dragon canoe. Oh my goodness. Show Zero. See you later. I can't remember how they say. Oh wait, hold on. Did someone leave? Gotta go, gamers. Bye, Teddy Committee. So it's the north of my country. Cool. Legend has it there's a kid that put in. Wait. Legend has it there's a kid that got put inside a vase. What? laying behind them, like Nuzleaf is doing all the work with the baby and Shiftry isn't helping at all. And oh, hey, what if that is the case? That's a good idea. Then maybe I should have him doing some work. Like, what if he's like holding... Oh, gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to put in my headphones. You guys are probably hearing echoes all over the place. I'm prepared for the month. You probably hear like the music twice. Okay, so what if like he's got like a broom? Like he's working. He's got the baby on his shoulder. And something like that. Shouldn't have erased the first shift tree. Don't worry, I saved it. I saved it. Oh, you mean the tiny one? It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. I did it like, you know. No, the snoring one. Like the yawning one? I didn't draw a snoring one. Let's see, what should I have him doing? Move him over a bit. Maybe this guy could be in the background. Kind of. Did you sing Cherokee songs? No, I couldn't even, like, learn more than 3 words, Chico. What makes you think I could sing a song? I did hear them sing some songs, though. It's pretty nice. The snoring one. It's saved. Hallelujah. Maybe I should do another snoring one, but, like, on his side, like... I don't like his hands being just leaves. It's really weird. Because I want him to, like, you know, lean on it. I'm gonna draw it again. Maybe having him lean back a little more. my goodness. Something like that. Something like, man. Maybe he's like yelling at him. Though they are quiet Pokemon, so maybe I should give them some more dignity. I figure out what the ground is like. Goes that way. I'm gonna have him sitting like in a tree or something, and he's gonna look very relaxed. Maybe he's got his like arm up. One of the crafts that we did with the kids was you take like a bunch of Q-tips, cotton swabs, and you tape them together, and then you just basically stipple, and it creates the leaves for the trees. And they really seem to like it. But the problem we had mostly with the camp was we weren't given a lot of time. So crafts only lasted like 20 minutes. That was just about enough time for me to like explain what to do and pass out all the supplies. And by then the kids had like 5 to 10 minutes to like actually do the craft. And then the first day, the day that we were supposed to do the tree painting, we started, and like I explained the thing, and then 15 minutes passed, and the people who were running the school told us to pack up because apparently they were going swimming and they were cutting our time short. So all we got done was like the trunks of the trees. We didn't even get to like the leaves. So we had to split a very simple craft into 2 days. And the day we finished it was the day that was our last day. Like, this was Thursday, and the next day was Friday. I'm like, we have to finish this painting craft. That's not gonna be enough. Like, the paint isn't gonna be dry enough for us to give it to them. So I taped a tablecloth to the wall, and had we just taped all of their stuff to the wall to leave to dry. And we're like, yeah, the counselors can deal with that deal with the passing them back thing. But yeah, it was it was really crazy. I had not considered how to actually pass out the colors. So it ended up being like a bunch of kids just going, I want green, I want green, I want red, I want yellow. And us like running around with the bottles of paint, just trying to get everyone. But I think they had a lot of fun. That's all that matters to me. Gotta go fast. Oh, I should probably save. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. The nose is up here. Like that. I have my backspace key be my save. Why would you do that? Okay, I guess you don't need to use that for anything. But I mean, Command S is such a universal save key already. Why do you need another key to be a hotkey save? So, I'm gonna tell you guys a story. Coming back from the trip, I had a lot of stuff that I had put off, that I had to get to, and one of those things was returning a bunch of items that I had purchased, and one of these items, I might have told this story last week, because this happened, I think the weekend of the 24-hour stream is when it happened. So I know I've told at least some people, but I don't remember if I've told it on one of these streams. But there was a mouse running around my room, and I knew there was a mouse because I saw it. It like stole some of my snacks. So I went on Amazon and I bought one of those live catch mouse traps that has the clear top so you can see if you caught a mouse or not, and it arrived with that clear top kind of ripped off. Like, it looked like glass in the Amazon picture, but it was actually just sorry, hold on, let me get this hand in. Trying to decide. It was just like a film of plastic or something. So I promptly was like, nope, don't want this. Went to hit return. The return was accepted. But then I was like, what am I gonna do? There's still a mouse in my room. I don't want to, like, you know, I like mouse. You're great. And I like mice, alright. But I don't want one, like, running around freeloading. So I taped the mousetrap and used it. And I caught the mouse. I'm still returning the mousetrap tomorrow, but I went and just caught the mouse with it. But what happened next was hilarious because after catching the mouse in the trap, I went to release it because it was a live catch trap, right? You gotta get rid of the mouse. And so I took it to like a little pond lake place where it had like some wooded area. And I went to release it, and it was like something out of a cartoon because as soon as I let it go, a blue jay just flies in, just swoops in out of nowhere. I didn't even leave the area. It was like I was still there. And tries to eat the mouse. They were like fighting each other or something. I don't know. So rip the mouse, I guess. It didn't actually catch it as far as I was concerned. Like I left while it was still kind of swooping and attacking it, but it was pretty funny. I mean, I'd rather a blue jay, like, you know, catch the mouse and eat it than for the mouse to get stuck in a glue trap or something in my house. My parents like to use glue traps, which are, like, the worst. But yeah, so that's I'm not sure if it's okay that I used the item for its intended purpose and now I'm still returning it, but I wanted it to be a mousetrap that I could like use over and over again. So in that regard, yeah, I don't want a broken mousetrap. It came broken. But it just makes me laugh. What happened there? Hello, Jade Julian. Says, hey Zero, how are you? I'm doing fine. I'm doing mighty fine. Thank you for asking, Jade. Yo, Joe, get rid of the mouse. You sound like the mafia. So you're actually saving the mouse. I'm putting it where it belongs. Whether I'm saving its life or not, I'm not gonna say, because, you know, it's probably gonna get eaten anyhow, but at least it's not gonna die by my hand, not in my house. A mouse was actually my first, the first animal that I taxidermied, or skinned, rather. I wouldn't call what I do taxidermy, honestly. I don't have the mount that they go on, and, you know, so, like, they don't look quite like live animals after I'm done with them. They're more like pelts. I basically just tan hides. But a mouse was my first because I was up late at night drawing, and I hear the mousetrap go off, and when I get there, it's this big old mouse, still warm, just still soft, just caught in the mousetrap. And so I just get my X-Acto knife out and I skin it. And I still have its hide. It's pretty cool. Okay. I wanna maybe have... I don't want both of his hands to be reclining, you know? I want one of them to be doing something else. Maybe... I don't know if you can tell what he's doing, but he's like jeering, I guess. Kind of like Like, hey, you missed a spot. You call that sweeping? I want to see my reflection in the dirt when you're done. Trying to make it look like the Nuz leaf is a little closer, like a little more in the foreground than the shift tree is, but I tend to have problem with conveying that kind of stuff. Let me see if I can bring him down a little more. Maybe shift tree can be a little smaller. Try to make all of this just a tad bit smaller. Maybe not that small. What's your zodiac sign? I was born in the year of the lamb, or the ram. And I am a Cancer. My birthday's coming up, actually, July 3rd. And I'm kind of excited because my mom or my dad is getting me a new backpack. I have a backpack that's like, you know, for my laptop and stuff, but it's really big. I have a tiny little backpack that's like the perfect size for just if I need a few things to grab and go. But it's like several years old. I got it in China, so it's like kind of bad quality. I want to give him a pacifier. And I took it on this the week's trip into the mountains, and it's done. RIP backpack. It's had a good run, but it's absolutely unusable at this point. Well, it's still usable, but it's rather gross looking now. It's rather unappealing to look at this point. I don't quite like how Seedot is situated. I'm actually not a fan of when a creature just has body, no legs, and then feet. In 2 days, yes! I'm gonna be an old man. You're a Cancer. I am a Cancer to the world. Professor Oak. You can't use that here, and it's gross. Are you talking about the pacifier or the backpack? Oh, it's too gross to use. All right, guys. Let me get to lining. I've spent way too much time on the sketch. might turn the stabilization back up for this. Also, shout out to Mouse, whose comic Finding Your Roots is turning 1 this month. July is the anniversary for her comic. Woot woot! I'm gonna have to draw something for it. I've been itching to draw her characters. They're so cute. Setter is baby. It's so funny. No one in her comic is the gender that I assume that they are. Like, Setter, when I first saw her on, like, the cover art or whatever, I'm like, oh, what a handsome boy. Well, I didn't say that, but, like, I figured, you know, protagonist, oh, it's a boy. And then Briar was kind of angry looking, and so I'm like, man, he's a tough looking rival character. Nope. Setter's friend, Basil, I think. Yeah. Cute little girl. Neighbor. Best friend. Nope. Not friend. Not girl. Now I know how everyone else feels when they're like, oh, Jet is a girl? Oh. Ew. Please. Please. I just need to learn how to draw again. No boobs, no girl. Yeah, they're like, Jet's a girl? But she doesn't have long eyelashes. She doesn't have boobs. Jet is a grill. Non-binary characters get eyelashes on only one of 2 eyes. You need some indicative eyelashes on all the female characters, right? As a kid, I always knew that you couldn't rely on eyelashes to tell if a character was a boy or a girl, because I watched Land Before Time, and Littlefoot has eyelashes for days! It's a good shorthand, you know? I certainly used it when I was a kiddo. All my girl characters had eyelashes. You only give them one eyelash if they're cool, though. You give them like 2 or 3 if they're a sissy girl. Yeah, eyelashes are definitely a cute indicator. Boys are just stuck with getting sand in their eyes. Littlefoot, more like long lashes. Wait. Fish boobs are illegal. Never forget that as long as I live. Setter's perfect the way she is. Aww. Hello, shiny shinks. Hello. Thanks for coming to the stream. The jet stream. Boys are just stuck with getting sand in their eyes. I like long lashes as shorthand for kids, innocent cutie characters more than for girls versus boys. For me, nowadays, I assume, like, everyone has lashes, like, normal lashes. If you have prominently drawn lashes, you're probably either trying to be really cute or you're wearing, you know, lash extenders or mascara or something that accentuates them. So usually I put lashes or, like, thicker, lash, like, lines on girl characters mostly. I haven't had a guy character yet who's the kind that wears makeup. But anyone who wears makeup usually gets a lot of lashes from me. And I like to do the lashes where it's like, you know, it's not just the ones that go off the eye like that, but also makes the top eye a little thicker. Those are some makeup eyelashes to me. I mean, it's almost like an indicator of a character type, like an archetype. Less than something generic like gender or whatnot. Lashes are more, what kind of character are you? If you're a girl but you don't have lashes, then you're a different kind of girl character than if you had these kind of lashes. If you're a boy and you have like those lashes that come off the bottom, then it indicates a character archetype. That's a cute eye. I want to keep it. I want to keep it. I blame Tome Kurata from Mob Psycho. Tome Kurata from Mob Psycho 100. Something about that archetype just speaks to me. A quirky sort of cute. I love the lashes on the bottom. My boyfriend from the Animal Crossing series, Olaf, my dear old Olaf, he has those eyelashes. He has got the pretty boy hair, the swoosh. There's my boy! I'm so scared to play Animal Crossing because I don't want to log in and like find out that my boy has abandoned me and like moved. No! Who here is excited for the new Animal Crossing? I cannot wait! That's Shiftry, not Nuzleaf. I thought you said to put it on Shiftry. Stick that cute eye on Shiftry. Oh, that was Kadoo. I want to keep the eye. It's cute. Give Nuzleaf eyelashes. Me. What? Also, afraid of being abandoned by your boy? Abandon him first? I know, right? I'm the worst. Oh. Also, which AC was he on? And do you remember around when you stopped playing? He was on New Leaf, the last game. Which I think is a little more forgiving in terms of characters leaving when you stop playing. But it's just how I've been trained, you know? To expect my friends to leave me when I stop talking to them. I mean, how could they? Just because I don't pay any attention to them and never visit and don't send messages and okay, maybe I understand. Do I remember when I stopped playing New Leaf? That is a difficult question. I don't know if I know exactly when, but I did hop in and play a bit after the update when they brought in the what's it called? The new point system and the campgrounds that you can buy like additional stuff with. I mean, I have Olaf's card. His like what's it called? What are they called? Amiibo card? So technically I could just summon him again. You know? But he won't remember me. He'll be a different Olaf. It wouldn't be the same. Guys, I'm super regretty. This, I'm not able to show off Nuzleaf's, nipples. They are covered up. I'm sorry. Rip Nuzleaf, Nipleaf, and Rip Nip. No nipples, I'm out. Too good for this world. It will load your game as is from that time with no changes if done right. Wait. When you go to turn it on, instead of going straight into the gameplay, go to options. Isabel pops in and asks what you want to do. Pick change date time and set it to when you were last there. I don't remember when I was last there. Shiny Shink says, is that drawing site free? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. If you're talking about this program that I'm using, this is called Clip Studio Paint, and it is not free, but it's not that expensive either, and it is constantly going on sale as well. So if you wait for one of the sales, you could get a pretty good deal on it. I got this for $15, I think. It's certainly no Photoshop, but it is enough, and I think with some practice it can be just as good. And it certainly is better in the sense that it does not charge you a monthly fee like Adobe does. Closest thing to Clip is Krita. Do you mean like a free software, Chico? Is Krita free? Yeah, I don't have many free options to recommend, unfortunately. Everything I use frequently does cost money. But I find if you are, you know, serious about pursuing an interest, spending some money is tends to be worth the price point if you get the right thing. You know, if you're gonna try watercolor, don't go to Michael's and get Artist Loft. Get yourself, you know, something a little nicer. Winsor & Newton has a nice Cotman student grade watercolor palette that sometimes goes on sale as well. Right now I think it's close to $20, but I got mine when it was like $12. That said, I do have a set of Artist Loft watercolors that I got for free. They were tube paints. Artist Loft tube paint. I don't know if it's because it was old when I found them or what, but they were pretty stanky. But they're not terrible. They're not great to work with, but I can still work with them. In fact, if you don't already, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I mostly post my watercolor stuff to there. And I'm gonna eventually take pictures of the little illustrations I did over the week. While we were at the mission trip, the campgrounds, they provided dinner and breakfast sometimes. And it wasn't like amazing fare, but it was really good. It was like Southern comfort food, travel comfort food. For me, I actually can be pretty satisfied with very little, and oftentimes when I come home from work and my mom's like cooked dinner, like authentic Chinese food on the table, and I'll just be like, man, I could really go for a McDonald's. But yeah, I throughout the week in my journal thing, Tails, I started a journal thing because of your Into the Woods, Night in the Woods playthrough. But in my journal thing, I did little illustrations of everything that we ate, and I think they're kind of cute, so I'll be posting them on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, if you like don't have an Instagram, I think they'll eventually make it to DeviantArt and stuff. Maybe not the like the sketchy stuff. Sketchy as in like, you know, not so polished. So I'll have to think of somewhere to put them. Instagram's just the easiest because you can like just take a picture, snap, and it's up. So I like to put my traditional stuff on there. Let's see. You also don't need, I don't think you need an account to check it out. So if you want to, here's the link. I want to check out my stuff on there. I used to do daily draws on Instagram. I had sticky notes that I would use ballpoint pens and highlighter markers. Highlighters, basically. And I had like one actual pen, like a micron, that I would use sometimes. And I basically did a silly little drawing every day, and it was so much fun. I loved doing those. But then Inktober happened, and I jumped into Inktober and did actual, like, real illustrations daily for a whole month, and it just drained me of all my creative juices. And after that month, I couldn't get back into the dailies. Shoot, I never ate dinner. Oh no, Kadoo, don't go hungry. Oh, Tails, thank you. Tails went and got the link for me. See, Tails, okay. Let me tell you. I have a note open on my other monitor, and it has all of my links. Like, just like you suggested I do, I compiled all my links to my accounts and stuff so that I could promote them when the opportunity arises. That doesn't mean I am always aware that an opportunity arises. And I frequently just don't think to post things like that. But I do have it up. And I thought I was being so like, oh yeah, I could post a link to my Instagram. Let me grab the link that I have already up. And you already beat me to it. You already beat me to it. Wait. Chico says Animal Crossing. They did Infinity Gems before it was cool. Wait, what? Time Stone, you mean? How do you draw on PC? I have Krita. It's free. So Shiny, I used Photoshop for a long time. And after Photoshop, I'm using what is this? Clip Studio Paint right now. So that's what I use. When I first started, the bamboo tablet that I got came with a free software called Corel Painter Essentials. which I assume is like the free version of Corel Painter. And the limitations of that software are pretty much what dictated the aesthetic of Jet's Black Nuzlocke. It's lost a lot of its crunch over the years, but it's still kept mostly the thickness of the lines. And certainly the terrible font choice that I have is because of Corel. There's another free software. I think it's free. It comes with a tablet at least. I think the Intuos 4. But it's called Sketchbook, I think. So that's another fun one that people tend to use. I hear Procreate is pretty good. I don't think it's free, but it's relatively affordable, and I think it might come pre-installed on some like tablets. So if you want to check that out. DA has scraps, you know. I know. I like to put stuff in scraps. I just don't do it very often. I might do like a sketch dump in scraps. I might also post them to Tumblr. Tumblr I tend to put stuff on. Oh, I need to use my Twitter more too. So I don't know. I'll find somewhere to put it. Go get some food. Hopefully you're still on when I get back. I'll be going for a while. Don't worry, Canoe. You can draw using DeviantArt's mural feature. I guess. I'm not sure how good the mural feature is. I've never used it myself. Oh, cool. Restream. Restream is Chico Suerte. You're my clip girl. I'm your promotion girl. Yeah! I love clipping Tales of stuff. I'll like throughout the streams, I'll just occasionally hit the clip, and then after the stream, I go through and sort of like review the stream, I guess, to see which ones I like. Sometimes I clip things because I just want to see it again, especially like cutscenes when the animation's like really good, and I just want to like see it multiple times or like be able to go back to it. I'm so sad I didn't clip the whale jumping shadow. The Shadow the Hedgehog that like jumped like a whale. I told myself, oh, I'll just go back and like do it later. And then like later I go back and it turns out you don't save any of your videos, Tails. You don't keep them on your channel. So rip that, I guess. I do want to maybe do gaming. I like playing games, I just can't ever find time to do it. I feel like doing a game stream would allow me to be able to play games again. I know it sounds sad. It's like we shouldn't do everything for views or like for to you know, entertain other people, but when I was a kid, okay, even as a kid, I loved having my little sister or my neighbor just come over and watch me play games. Having people watch you play a game, or just having people watch you do something that you enjoy and they enjoy watching you do it, it's nice. It's like a community. I don't want to not communal, like a social sort of thing. It's natural. You can be cynical and say like, oh, you're just doing it for the views, or you're just doing it to like, you know, but like if I get pet rats, I'm definitely like you bet I'm gonna share photos of them, and I'm gonna like do vlogs, even though I never do vlogs, and I probably will suck at them. And it's not like, oh, I'm only getting rats so that I can become a rat channel. It's like, no, if I get rats, I want to share them. Like, they're my babies. You get like the people on Facebook that are like showing off their engagement rings, or like, you know, their pregger tummies or whatever, and it's like, oh, our babies are coming, and it's like they're just excited and they want other people to be excited with them. And that's what I am. Except to me, I just feel like, you know, taking time out of my day, when out of a day that I should be, you know, like drawing my Nuzlocke, which is always behind, doing Patreon requests, doing streams, doing, you know, getting stuff ready to post online, content wise, talking with people that I want to catch up with. I don't know. It just seems like such a waste of time to sit down and play a game. It like makes me feel guilty that I'm not doing something else. Like I can barely sit down and watch an anime cuz I'm like, what am I doing? I'm just sitting here staring at the screen. I'm not producing anything. But if I were to, you know, play a game on stream, then I'm producing content, or it feels like I'm doing something worthwhile with my time, even if I'm just playing around. That's really what got me to play through Undertale again as a genocide run. I don't think I mentioned, but I finally finished Genocide. But I put finished in quotes. I got to Sans, and I fought him a bunch of times, and I just can't beat him, you guys. I can't. He's powerful, and he's good, and I don't want to. So I went in and watched the ending. I gave up. I watched the ending on YouTube because I am weak in both body, mind, and spirit. And I'll let him win. You know, I don't have to. I'm not determined enough, I suppose. But I can finally put that behind me. And the only reason I spent so much time, the reason I played through Genocide 3 times, in order to like get there, because I messed up twice, was because I was recording it, intending to post it. I don't know if I'll post it at this point since I didn't finish it. My friend still says she wants to see my reaction, which I didn't have that many reactions, I don't think. I'm pretty bad at presenting the camera when there's no actual audience. So yeah, I don't know. I might just delete that footage. It actually didn't take too long, my second and third playthroughs. So that might be something that I could do on stream, just up until the Sans fight. I could play Genocide, Sans, the Sans fight. But I'd be down to play some mystery dungeon. I've never gotten through it, and maybe having some incentive of like people like Mouse, who's really into the PMD, to be watching and like experiencing it with them would be nice. We'll see. I still really want to play Ace Attorney for you guys. High on my list of games I want to play on stream is Ace Attorney. Maybe the whole series. Definitely the first game because it's so good. And then I never actually finished the rest of them. I finished the second game. I think I'm stuck on the third. If I can find an emulator for Banjo-Kazooie and I get myself a controller for the N64 controller that plugs into the computer, I might play Banjo-Kazooie for you guys. I really like that game. And it'll probably be cheaper than actually getting a game capture to like capture my N64, because I do own the game. It's just there's no way for me to like share the footage. Why is Shiftry's mouth so big? It really is, though. Have you seen its mouth? It's disgustingly big. Go back to being productive, art slave. It's easy to beat SNES. Whispers, I did the same. SNES. SNES? Sans. My rat babies are coming! 2019. Oh my goodness. I don't like being watched. I prefer playing drawing together. You mean saving the videos? I'm sorry, I just forget. Yeah, like you can highlight the whole video on Twitch and save it. I forget all the time, Tails. It's not just you. He says that Tumblr. Let's see. How do you draw so good? Practice! Just like Tails says, practice. It's all practice. Shiny says, I am lefty. It's fine. Even lefties can practice. So I just found out the other day that apparently we're supposed to be doing drawing warm-ups. And like, not warm-up drawings like I thought they were supposed to be. I thought before you draw, you're like supposed to do like another drawing or something as like a warm-up, and I always thought that was kind of weird and it would always take too long, you know? And but no, it's like warm-ups as in like warm-up exercises. Like one of them is just taking a page and filling it with circles and trying to get the circles to completely like close at the right place and have them all the same size. And you're supposed to try to draw with your arm, like your shoulder, from your shoulder and not your wrist. And it's just a page of that. There's another exercise you can do where you draw 2 points and then connect them. But like on a bigger page, obviously. Or draw 3 points and draw like a line connecting all 3 of them. Which is harder than it looks. And doing that like apparently warms you up and like loosens you up to before you draw. And that makes a little more sense to me than drawing an entire drawing just in preparation for another drawing. Which is what I thought warm-ups were. But yeah, I'd say if you want to get better, it doesn't happen by accident. No one, even the most talented person did not come out of the womb being able to draw, still lives. It takes study and practice. Not just practice, but study. You have to, like, find instruction. And, have focused practice. Not just... This is why I never say, start a comic if you want to get good at drawing. It'll be good practice. It's like, it's not focused. It might be good, storytelling practice. Like, it'll maybe scratch that side of things. But in terms of, like, getting better at art, you'll get better at drawing a comic, but it's to everything. Comicking has helped me, but not how I thought it would. It's helped me make a habit out of drawing. Yes, which is both can be good and also can be bad. 'Cause with comics, your goal is to finish. It's to get something out there. Like you said, finished, not perfect, which is a great sort of mentality to have if you have like what's it called, this kind of perfectionism syndrome where you can't get anything out, but it's not a mentality that is good for, like, say, a finished piece that should be a little more polished. And when you make a habit out of finishing things unperfectly, you just learn how to do things unperfectly instead of striving to do things, better. You find the most quickest and easiest way, most effective way, most efficient way, rather than the best way. And obviously there's no such thing as perfect, but the difference between getting something out versus striving for a perfection that is achievable, it can be a dangerous habit to get into. These Pokemon families that I do scratch a different itch than my comicking does. I have to be a little slower. I have to pay more attention to the line quality. having projects like these can be pretty, I don't want to say, oh, I see what's happening. I have my stabilization too high, so my strokes aren't coming out. There we go. Welcome back, Kadu! It's helped me, man, where I was, just drawing more stuff out of my comfort zone has really been really good for me. I do like how comicking does force you to draw things you may not even think to draw. Like, whoever wanted to draw, like, the interior of a castle. Nobody. Maybe somebody. Certainly not me. But then you get to Dragon Spiral Tower, and now I have to draw the interior of a castle. And great. It forces you to stretch out. That is a good part of comicking, I will say. Definitely good. Though oftentimes I found myself simply changing the script because I couldn't draw something. I can't tell you how many times like something just I had planned just doesn't happen because I couldn't draw the thing that I had planned. I wish I had like written some of them down or like recorded them in like a document or something, because I feel like there have been times when whole like whole what to call them, plot arcs, like adventure beats, they would go to an entire area just because I couldn't draw another area. Okay. Comics are great. All parts of comicking are good parts of comicking. I actually have another Nuz project in mind that would utilize finished pieces. Not that I ever have time for it, though. Oh man, that sounds interesting. Finished pieces. All I can think is like, I don't know, maybe a picture book? Do 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 do. It's sad when you don't get to finish. Aw, Chico. I'm thinking of doing another chill stream this week. For those of us who are in the United States, we are gonna have an Independence Day coming up soon. So I'll have the 4th and the 5th off. I'm assuming we're celebrating my birthday on the 4th, since my sister's coming back on that day. So that's out, but I think on the 5th I might have some time to just do a chill stream. And it's just like the last time, it's because I need to queue some more episodes of my Nuzlocke up on Smack Jeeves and Tappas and Webtoons also technically. Webtoons doesn't have like a scheduled posting thing, but it does let you like draft them. So at least all I have to do is like hit post. So yeah, I might do that, and then it'll also give me an opportunity to check out the gallery options on the new Nuz forums. Maybe I'll do that on the stream too. But it'll just be basically, you know, me doing some housekeeping and chatting with the chat. Just cleaning my nose and chatting with the chat. I was trying to rhyme, but it didn't come out. It didn't want to. No, I don't like it. I do not like it. I leaned back and I realized I didn't like it. Give me a sec, guys. Sorry. I don't like where this hand be. Okay. It was a little too high. It looked like he was like waving to him. I wanted it to look like he's jeering, calling at him. Do, 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 do. Something like that. Something like that. Oh, I looked over. I forgot how sad Nuzleaf looks. Alright, let's color it. I want it a little more saturated, a little darker maybe. A little less yellow. That's closer, yeah. That looks better. And I think if he was made of wood, the inside would just be a darker brown. Sad that you... Oh, yep. Oh man, I gotta readjust here. He's got these evil eyes. White coat. I forgot I need to make the tree a little bigger. Does that look more like a tree and less like he's just sitting on, I don't know, a weird rock? Maybe. Well, either way. A tree toilet! There you go. It was just a toilet all along. See you around, Canoe. Thanks for coming by. It's time to hit the sack. I'm almost done here as well. It'll be another 30 minutes to wrap things up. Oh man, oh man. Just an old pine. I don't know what kind of tree this is. I'm just kind of trying to give it some Japanesey qualities. That's good. That's a good color. Oops. Uh-oh. His feet are a different color than his pants. The shoes do not match the trousers. As nobody says. Tails, have you worked on that Minecraft server at all? Speaking of things that I feel guilty doing, Minecraft is so much fun, but I could never justify ever going on Minecraft. I would be on there for days. I don't think this is the right color, but I like it. So I'm gonna use it. And what color should his eyes be? They're kind of a gray. So I'll just make them gray. Give him the same color leaf as Papa over there. I think it's a little too much of the same color in there. Let's look at Seedot's color now. His cap is actually gray. And this part is a bit yellower. Maybe not that yellow. Maybe not that yellow. But just a little darker than what's on Nuzboy. Can you justify it if it's my server? I will certainly try to control myself. Roblox, no. I've never played Roblox before. Let's see. I kind of like the idea of its cap being the same color as the eyes. And I kind of just want to make this a little bit more thicker. Okay. I am very simple when it comes to Minecraft. I dig holes with shovels and I build with my hands. I don't know how to use redstone. I don't even know how to use command things. I barely know how to chat. I don't wear armor because my skin looks so pretty. I just want people to see it all the time. Even though I mainly play single player. I want to see it all the time. I've never used any kind of magic. I only occasionally do that enhancement thing, whatever it's called, enchantment. And that's because my brother helped build me a library with the enchantment book. If I'm gonna go somewhere, I hop on a horse or I walk with my feet. And occasionally I even forget how to check coordinates. I don't like this part. I'm gonna fix it. Same hat. We're all wearing the same hat today. Team Alpha needs a creative server. Hightail's gonna be dope. Hightail! It's gonna be called Hightail. Because when you get on, you say, Hightails! I'd like to play survival with other people in Minecraft at least once. Chico, I'm gonna set up a server for you that do you want to play on PC? uh, uh, do you play on PC? Yep. I have PC too. Okay, let's put some shading, shall we? I don't know what color to make the background. I do like it a little less saturated. I don't know if I want it to be light or dark. Chico says, I'm Pisces. Sweet. I totally forgot how to set up Minecraft. I remember using a sort of hacky method to play it. Also, Pixelmon looks interesting. Pixelmon is fun, except when it's not. Oh my goodness. So, in Pixelmon, you have to make your own Pokeballs. Cannot buy Pokeballs. You have to craft them. And the crafting method is the worst. Because you have to find apricorns. Okay? And then you have to make like a forge or something. And then you stand there and just bang on the apricorns for ages. And it's like, who wants to play this? Who wants to do this? But the Pokemon are adorable. I love the Pokemon. I have a world that I was making in a Pixelmon with a Pixelmon mod on, and I was like, I had like a Poke Center and like a little forge area, and yeah, I quite liked what I had going there. Nobody wants to play that. No. Yeah, Chico, that's the exact right reaction. I still can't get over the fact that one of the default skins in Minecraft is just Banjo. From Banjo and Kazooie. That's still gonna be my, like, favorite thing about Minecraft. Can't wait for Banjo and Kazooie to make it to Smash. Definitely gonna buy them. I've already pre-ordered, Shield? Which one did I get? Pokemon Shield. Don't know if that would be my birthday gift to myself or not. Or if I want something else. There's one of my favorite mangas, is called Animal Land or Animal Country. I forget what the official translation is. And I have volumes 1, 2, and 4. But I'm missing number 3. So I kind of want to buy number 3. But if I do, it's only just so I can have it. Because I've already read the whole thing. So it's not really like I need it. You know? Number 3 of what, Zero? I missed that. It's either called Animal Land or Animal Country. It's a manga. It's a manga. A mango. It's pretty good. I like it. I would recommend. It's like super my aesthetic in that there is no aesthetic. In that, like, it's just every aesthetic. You have animal people, like funny animals, where they're just like these people like bodies with like animal heads. You have like mascot characters. You have realistic animals in tutus that are just absolutely massive, like a building-sized hippo. You have furries. You have just like every style of animal, kind of character, cartoon kind of thing, and they all just exist in the same world, and it's great. And then the story is like really fun. It's really interesting. It's the whole like, how can all these animals survive in peace if carnivores have to eat and kill to survive, and like what makes you an animal, and like what makes you you know, can we live in peace if we're animals? The ending is a bit weak, I will say. I wouldn't buy the whole series. It's not one of those that I would want the whole series on my shelf. But certainly 1, 2, 3, and 4 are really good. And it continues to be good for quite a while. Even when it stops being good, I still really enjoyed it because you just get so invested in the characters that when it just straight up turns into a shonen battle beat 'em up kind of series, you're still kind of like, oh man, are the characters gonna be all right, or are they gonna make it through this? I think it's made by the same guy who made Gatch Bell, or Zach Bell, or however you pronounce it. Gajidajibesh. Land is called. Wait. You're a mangaka that lives in the States. Think about it. Psst. Guess who just bought PC Minecraft? Oh my goodness, Tails! Is it happening? Is this a thing that's happening? I think Tails, the funny thing is, I think Tails already has Minecraft on PC, but, I don't know, I think it's because, like, she can't play it, with Nyx at the same time? Is that why you have to buy it again? In order to do the server? It's still like $30, right? It hasn't gone up in price. It's happening. Politically correct Minecraft. I guess I'll have to figure out how to log back into my Minecraft, see if it's still working. I feel absolutely terrible for Nyx, though, to, like, have lost Minecraft saved files, of all things. Okay. I need to speed things up. I'm not gonna finish this on time, guys. I'm not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen. How much time do I have? Ah. For the chill stream, I'm thinking of getting some kind of. I've seen this on some people's Twitches, but you know that thing where you can like request songs. I kind of want to try that. I think it only would work on Twitch, but with Spotify, I think it is. We'll have to see. I think that could be fun. If it only works on Spotify, I'm gonna have to make a Spotify playlist. So I have something playing in case nobody suggests music. But I think especially for a chill stream when I'm not actually drawing anything, it could be fun to have something to engage with. Not that these draw videos are very engaging, but at least I'm engaged in something that's a little more interesting than prepping files for posts. So we'll just have to see. I know I tend to like seeing other people's reactions to my music choices. No, it doesn't always work out because my music choices tend to clash with other people's. Most people don't tend to like country music and such. Those people are heathens! So I have so much music to wreck. Country music FDW! I do like me some country music. 24 countdown. Chill stream. What is this chill stream for? OMG Smack Jeeves. Tails, why do you keep forgetting about Smack Jeeves? Do your Smack Jeeves. Nick says thank you. Yeah, I would actually cry if I were to lose my Minecraft save files. I go into my, like the actual data files and I have, I copy the actual file for the Minecraft saves. I have like copies of them on flash drives just in case. Nyx did tear up a bit. Okay. I don't think you would be human if you didn't almost cry. That's a terrible thing to happen. It's like, where I don't know where it's from, but it's like that saying, it hurts because it was real. I think it was like Twilight or something. I kind of want to do a background for this, but I also don't. Ooh, 100 hours of work. And they really take the builds seriously too. Like me, I would cry because I don't necessarily make really intricate or like beautiful builds. But man, do I put like time and thought into where each thing goes, and you know, it's like role play almost. You build a life for yourself. You make a cabin in the woods, and there's a like a story there. Like, oh, that was the rock that I hid behind when that creeper like almost got me or whatever. It's like what was the that like old MasterCard commercial? You know, it's like Minecraft file game, the Minecraft game account, $30, 100 hours of work, you know, $110. The memories, the friends that we made along the way, priceless. No Sleep kind of has these beehives for thighs. They're bee thighs. We'll be here all week. Tish. There we go. Oh, that was from the Hobbit movie. Was it now? Oh yeah, it was. It was at the end. when the elf lady was like, "Where does it hurt?" Oh my goodness. It was something cringy like that. I completely forgot. That movie was so forgettable, but I guess something stuck out. Oh man. How the greats have fallen. Okay. This has turned out so nice. Thank you, Bug. Thank you so much. I'm glad it came out. I'm actually surprised how gentle this little Nuzleaf boy came out as. He's not that mischievous looking at all. He's just doing his best. He's doing his best. Makes me think of that anime that I really want to watch, Dororo. Makes me think of like some feudal Japan story. Did you Did you watch the Diatribe by Lindsay Ellis? It's so good. I watch everything that Lindsay Ellis puts out. I love her stuff. Her review as Nostalgia Chick of Pocahontas still colors my my thoughts of that movie. Like, I cannot watch the movie without hearing her voice in my head. I quote her video while I'm watching the movie. But yeah. Her stuff on the Lord of the Hobbit movie was very good. Very good. Yes. I think I put a few textural things up here. Bug came back just in time for the ending, which means we get to play our little game. And we're gonna do a random Pokemon challenge. If someone wants to drop a Pokemon in the chat so that I can draw it based on a prompt that I will generate. If someone has a suggestion for a prompt, you can go ahead and do that, but we'll keep them to the ones that I have predetermined. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna end this on right here. I may come back at a later date and you know, give it a background maybe. But for now, I think I think this should be fine. But just to show what I have in mind, you know, like, I think trying to think. Maybe some trees. Maybe, I don't know, I just want something really Japanesey, you know? Maybe a little bridge in the distance. Maybe some kind of shrine back here. Maybe some I don't know. Like clouds in the distance. Some what color would the sky be? Pink, maybe? Maybe it's kind of sunset-y, so... yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, Zero, can you bring up your prompt list? Oh, yes, of course, sorry. Can I zoom in? It won't let me zoom in. Let me get the actual list. Which is over here in this folder under stream. Nope, I moved it. Where did I move it? Pokemon, other. Nope. Scrap. Where did I put it? Oh, maybe it's on the. There it is. It's on the desktop. Pachirisu! One of these days, you should do another getting used to clip stream so me and Bug can gain your knowledge. Since I think Bug is learning clip after using PS just like you. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's really, really difficult. Honestly, for something like that, I feel like if you guys did a stream where you were doing it and I like watched you guys, kind of like how Chico helped me out while I was struggling. There are a lot of things that Clip just doesn't do the same as how Photoshop does it, but it will do the thing. One of the most annoying ones is if you're selecting a layer in Photoshop. Let's say I'm on like the color layer, so I can move the color around, and I want to move the line art instead. So in Photoshop, I could just, I think, press the command, or if you don't use a Mac, control, I'm guessing, command, and like click on the layer and it will switch to the layer. But in Clip, if you click on it, you can... Which one is it again? Sorry, it's... How does... Okay, I have to have brush selected. Okay, sure. Apparently, if you have the selection tool, so the move tool selected, you can't move a different layer unless you select it. Okay, but if I have the brush selected, in Photoshop, I can just click on the layer I want to go to, and it jumps to it. But you see how it keeps jumping back? So like, watch over here in the layers. When I press Command, it changes to the selection, and I can move a different layer. But after I've moved it, look, so it went to that one, right? It selected that one. When I let go of the button, it jumps back. So I'm used to then just starting to, you know, draw on the layer that I selected, but it doesn't work that way in Clip. You have to press, for me, it's Command Shift to get the select layer tool, and then when you click on it, it will actually select and go to that layer. It's just such a small thing that is different that infuriates me. In addition, like the way that the brush tool makes straight lines is completely different now, and I hate it. But like in Photoshop, you click and then you hold shift and you can draw back and forth and it just stays on one line. But in Clip, you click, you let go, and then you press shift and it gives you this thing that shows you where you're gonna draw the next line to, and then you tap to make the lines. But there's no way to make it perfectly straight. And not only that, there's no way to get line width variation by like drawing it. And yeah, it's really annoying. But you guys want a Patsurisu. Patsurisu. Have you decided on a Zero? I was not ready for that infuriate from you. I'm sorry. Did I surprise you? Bugs art stream when? Bug art stream when? Bug art stream when? Bug draws bugs for 3 hours when? I almost did one tonight, but I had to decimate people on the shout out thread. Oh my goodness. OMG, I'm actually reading that post now. It's so sweet. Dabs for Bug. Dabs. Bug is so sweet. You didn't bring up the prompts. I did! I did bring them up. You didn't see them? I had them on screen. Here. So I can either draw it from memory, which I've already done before, but I might have forgotten by now. If I do a draw from memory, I can also try one of my new things, the modifiers, where I either draw it blindfolded or I draw it with my left hand, or like some other challenge that you can think of for me. I can do a fusion variant. I can do a different element instead of just electric. I can do a random animal that it turns into. I can do a quick animation for it. I can do a palette challenge, a random palette challenge, Mimikyu Banette, Mega Evolution, style shift, like, you know, realistic or super chibi or something else. I don't really know what style shift means. Anthro, Gajinka, nature mood, the peanut gallery one, which always terrifies people, mega evolution. That could be an interesting one. What would a mega Pachirisu be about? Patsurisu are squirrels. What would be a more Patsurisu? Patsurisu is so bland. No, Peanut Gallery, LMAO. I can't handle that tonight. Mega sounds fun. Okay, let's try the Mega then. Mega is one of my weaker ones that I'm still trying to figure out, but it'll be fun. Since I don't have to draw from memory, I'm gonna pull up a reference. Pachirisu. Oh man. Okay. A giant effing tail, maybe. I still have Mr. Cruel on the brain, please! With spikes all over like a hedgehog. Pazurisa are also defensive boys, so accentuating those features may be worth thinking about. I did not know that. That's good to know going into this. I would not have guessed from the design that it was a defensive Pokemon. There are also the whole Garchomp. There was also the whole Garchomp thing. Mr. Cruel. Mr. Sandman. Yes? Bring me a dream. Boom, 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 boom. Make it the cutest that I'd ever seen. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, how about... It just, the tail just goes in front of it, like as a shield. I wanted it to kind of look like a helmet. That's why I rounded it in the front, but it didn't really work. Maybe instead of all this spiky stuff on the top, it could have spiky stuff coming down. How can I make this shape a little more appealing? Yeah, I like it. I'd die if I saw it. Oh, man. It looks like a wig now. Oh my goodness. Oh, this was not my intent. Pompadour time. You, down here. It's pompadour time. That's the reason likes the Beatles. Because it becomes emo. Gonna color this part in. Let's see if that helps. And then lol. Bug, that makes it sound like you like it because you die if you saw it, which, to be fair, I guess is very on brand for us millennials. It would kill on sight. Yeah, I had kind of the idea that it would come around the head and cover it like a helmet, but then it just started looking like a bowl cut, which I wasn't into. So now he has a pompadour. And that's where we're gonna leave it. All right. Maybe, I don't know. Does he get any ears? Does he have his ears stick up? Nah. I like the ear. I don't know about you guys, but I like the ear. The ear stays. Okay. Should give him a little something on his belly. Um. Mm, oh. I don't know if you can tell what I'm going for, but it's like the the kind of school punk uniform has those like buttons. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe this goes under the belly, and then up all the way around like that way. Oh, the Gakurin. Yes. Defensive boy. Hot dog boy. Let me see if I can. Not bad. Let's see if I can. just want to see him in color. I just want to see this boy in color. Let me color it. One of my favorite things about Clip that Photoshop doesn't do, though, is it does have some pretty nice brush features. Like, the stabilization is really nice. The paint bucket tool is certainly a lot nicer with the ability to, you know, close gaps and reference other layers. So there are some positives. Can I use your megas for my group? Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I'm not using them for anything. But yeah, well, I think that about does it, you guys. Let me go ahead and switch over. And here, oops, here's the ending. Okay. Well, I almost got a whole family done. I might leave it with no background, but I kind of want to see with a background, so we'll see what happens with that. This Friday? Well, the July 5th, I'll probably be doing a bit of a chill stream. So if you all want to hop in and just hang out with me then, that'll be really cool. I might finish the family then. I will definitely be doing some boring stuff like queuing up episodes. But yeah, the Nuz forums has been really great so far. I might be working on my thread on that too. I want to thank my patrons for this month. Tail Simp, Mr. Raccoon, Eworm, Alex, Barrel and Tree, Morgarizzle, Hydresh, the Mouse with the dragon tattoo, Mouse with a dinosaur tail, and Chico Arts. Thank you all so much for watching the stream, and until next time, keep your nose clean. Bye-bye!